Okay, I think we're live. I'm trying to get to my channel, sorry. Alright. So for the title, I am messing around with Nanda. No, I'm not messing around with Nanda, I'm messing around with Nands. Oops. Fixed. Okay. I'm going to just use Jana Runner and just create a donor Nan. None of the Coronas work. I've done tested that off stream. The Trinity works. I wonder if a Xenon works. No, because it doesn't work with RGH3. That's sad. That one also doesn't work? That's brutal. Falcon it is. We're gonna create a donor Nan. This will be our CPU key. Just put that there for now. Lockdown value, we'll just leave that at 0. And create exe build. 114. So that. And I left the lockdown values to 0 so I don't have to mess with anything else. Sick. Let's see if that works. Post 54. Verification console type failed. So a Falcon doesn't work? It's kind of ironic since Zeld defaults to a Falcon. Interesting. Well, I gotta think. I don't think it's anything with the config, but I can double check. We just won't set the address skips. No. That's weird. Okay. I guess a Falcon doesn't work either. 15432. Wait. Did I just completely miss that? 15432. It's not supported. I missed that part. So 15432, 13181, and 6754 is not supported. That's unfortunate. Do I want to just regenerate a key, or do I just want to keep the key? We'll just keep the key. It'll make it easier. I'm going to restart this. I didn't... Okay, hang on. I didn't extract it. Which one was that? 114. Extract files. Because I want to keep the DVD key that it generated. Okay, let's restart that again. So I'm going to do a Jasper. Glitch 2, RGH. I think that's it. Decrypted. I'll leave that to 0. One 15432. Oh shit, that's still not supported. Yeah, let's try it anyway. Hang on, let me just make this way fucking smaller. Because I need that out of my way. Same for this. This all does not need to be as big as it is. Okay. I don't think this will boot, but we're gonna try it. Yeah, no. Okay. Then what other can we try? I guess we could. I know a Trinity works. I've tried it. They also pushed the patch for the address skip thing. A Jasper BB. Oh, I'm dumb. I could just select the CB. Dumbass. Oh, it doesn't matter because I can't select one for the Jasper anyway. 6754, is that supported? 6754 is not supported. So that won't matter anyway. Okay, so the only ones that work is a Trinity. What about 3181? It's also not supported. Is a 13182 supported? All right. What? Hold up. What happened? Header. CB header verification failed. Okay, so that doesn't even, it's not even supported. That's brutal. That's really brutal. I guess that is fair because they also said they didn't support it. So none of the Corona Nands work. I've done tested that. Yeah, 13181. 13182 doesn't even boot. Same for the 4 gig. So the only one that really gets supported is a Trinity. That's not a lot. That's brutal. Well, if I can select it. Let's see. The skips are wrong. That was for Trinity. They have issues with Trinities. For some reason, you have to use the Corona skip or Corona skips. I don't understand it either. Yeah, there we are. So the only name that actually works is a Trinity right now. Which is brutal, but it is what it is. At least you could still boot in as hell. I was asking the devs if a Trinity NAND was the only one supported. But yeah, everything else. If you convert your NAND to a Trinity, then it'll work just fine. But anything else, it's just not going to even boot. Yep. It's weird though. The fact that only a very specific NAND works You would think at least another kind of NAND works. Because it automatically defaults to a Jasper. But it has to be an RGH3, so a Jasper won't work. Well, a Jasper can be RGH3, but the verification header that they're using, I guess it just doesn't work with it. Not sure. Kind of sucks, but is what it is. Over here. So yeah, they fixed the 15432 CB. And they also changed it from CBA to CBB. I guess because they were confused on which one they should be looking at. Oh no, they had a typo, that's why. Weird. I love how the Windows build was the only one that failed. And it failed at building SDL input get module file name A is not defined. I'm sure it would be fixed eventually. Yeah. So all that's working just fine. It's just it has to be a Trinity NAND. And if it's not, you'll have to convert it. Which converting it isn't too difficult. You can reuse your CPU and DVD key. You just have to extract your NAND. That's the only thing that's required. Is to extract your NAND, which requires you to have your CPU key. It's not too bad though. I think they did manage to get a version of Linux running under this. At least I'm pretty sure they did. They were talking about it in the Discord. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping that I could get at least another NAND type working. Advanced. Ooh. I didn't know these existed. Now I gotta test them. Hang on. Let me cover my CPU key. I don't think they're gonna boot, but I'm gonna attempt it. We'll go with the Trinity because we know that works. That's the CPU key. It'll be a glitch or GH3. Create a donor. Finished. Let me close this. It'll be funny if it actually does work. Oh, no way, it works. It's actually really funny. So, all Trinity Nands work. All of them. That's interesting. I'm not. Is this for the dev kit, or is this for like increasing the RAM? I want to say it's for the dev kits. But I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like it started just fine. Set audio mute. What's the log say? It's fascinating that that worked. I'm really at a loss of words right now for it. I'm wondering if it's gonna like report anywhere if it's a dev kit or not. It's what I'm waiting for. I don't think it is because I have the retail flag up here set for the CPU key. Yeah, no, it doesn't say, which is sad. But that is interesting. So you could technically make any NAND work. You just have to convert it to a Trinity, regardless of if it's a uh, dev kit NAND or if it's just a normal Trinity NAND. Very interesting. Socket UART. Might want to look at that. Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, so they just end up find it. Okay. To be honest, they probably don't use it anywhere, so wouldn't make sense to have it yet. Sorry, people are pinging me. Oh, there's been some headway in the Xenia community. So Byroom, I probably just slaughtered his name. He created a script that can dump title storage files. Sorry, when I say title storage, I mean X storage, not title storage. Title storage and X storage for some games are separate, so I should mention that. Files from X storage that are stored on the title server they have been dumping them for the past, I think, 2 days now. Hopefully they release it either today or tomorrow. So a lot of games will be able to work again, which is nice. Yeah, so they did get Linux running. I'm pretty sure you just need to modify 2 bin files for the Zell, and I think it'll just work. If only all this happened sooner. What is config right? Does that just write things to the NAND? Well, sorry, it doesn't write things to the NAND, it writes stuff to memory, but... Bootloader info print. It's kind of funny. Okay. Is there anything else we can explore with this right now? I wish GitHub wasn't so slow. 2 days ago. Is there any changes? No. That's brutal. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else we can explore with this at the moment. I'm pretty sure we have to wait until they get a little further into development. So, with that said, thank you all for tuning in. I'm just going to continue following this project and see how it goes. They do have a Discord, which I believe, yeah, you can just click one of these, bottom left. But you should definitely check them out. So, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next live stream.